Hello, I'm really glad you're here. I'm Amy, and this is Amy's Wild Cards. This is the podcast where I interview people who I think are my friends with a deck of cards filled with random questions I've created. At the beginning of each interview, this deck will be shuffled, and whatever questions come up in whatever order is completely up to fate. We're going to laugh, maybe cry, possibly be offended. Let's get into it. Today, my friend Olivia is here.
Hi.
Yay, Olivia's here! So I wrote over 250 questions, 251 questions.
Yeah.
That's a really hard deck to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you need help?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I love that you offered. I shuffled, like I had to spread it out on my bed and shuffle that way and just like do a bunch of crazy stuff.
Sick.
So
Child style.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Word.
exactly, just like a child. So I'm just
Baby.
gonna like shuffle a smidge more right now,
Cool.
and then we're gonna begin.
Sick.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I closed my eyes for a second because I was sending my energy into the cards.
Oh yeah, no,
so
you
that it
can
would
do
know.
that.
Yeah.
Please send the vibes. I love when the vibes are sent. What kind of like interview do you want to have?
Hopefully an honest one.
That's all I'm here for.
I'm
Honest.
do my best to stay honest.
And it's really hot in the room we're in
really
right now.
warm. I also just
So-
chugged a Celsius right before coming in.
Oh, did
so
you? So you're
yeah,
like,
because I was like really tired. I just got sushi with my family
oh, nice.
for my 4 years. So like
Oh,
yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. I haven't done shit for it except for
You're
the
sober. That's
sushi.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I love this question. This is
Okay.
the last question I wrote, and I wrote
Really?
this last night at like 10 p.m.
Oh, so these are new because I've
Some of
seen
these.
some interviews. So I
So
already
these are all cards you don't know any of these questions.
beautiful. Love.
So I wrote all new questions for season 2.
Sick.
This is episode 3 of season 2, and I'm not repeating any questions this season.
Ah.
yeah.
No preparation. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So I've been working on these for months, and then I needed like a few more, and so last night I wrote like 20 more questions, and this is that last
Dedication,
question.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Are coyotes cute?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, they're cute.
They're so mangy.
First of all, not all of them have mange. Second of all, the mange is not their fault. Okay, they don't have access to vets because we don't keep them as pets. Third of all, yes, I'm very passionate about this right away. I really like coyotes.
Wow, that's
I
great
like
that you
wild
got this
animals.
question.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of. Well, like I'm like. I was gonna say I'm an ecologist. I'm not an ecologist. But I am like a very eco-friendly individual, and I fucking love wild animals. And like it pisses me off when people feed animals in the wild. I'm like, don't do that.
'Cause
You know, like
mess
it.
with the- yeah.
And like my clients, like they'll go on a walk on Fridays, and the therapist gives them bread to take to the ducks, and I'm
you
like,
don't do that.
don't do that.
Don't
Can you
do
just buy some
it.
frozen peas? They're like, we don't have access to anything else. Frozen peas are like $3.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, frozen
okay.
peas for cheaper. Maybe
if
even.
you could, yeah, I was gonna say 99 cent store, RIP 99-cent store.
Oh.
I've digressed a lot already, and I could do it more. The point is, coyotes are cute. They're just little like foxes are cute too.
Foxes
People
are cute.
see immediately foxes are cute.
People are
They're
racist towards
just-
coyotes.
People are, yeah.
They are.
I also have a term, like an issue with the term speciesist because shut up, but like this is because I have only ever seen it from like PETA ads, and PETA is there's all sorts of problems with PETA. You can look it up on your own. I'm an animal advocate, but PETA doesn't do shit right. So
I've heard that a lot.
yeah, because they're not good. But anyways, coyotes are cute. I love them. Very sad that they have to eat little animals, but so do lions.
Mm-hmm.
And we all love lions.
Mm-hmm. Do we? All of us?
Generalization, whatever.
How many aliens have you encountered?
Now, this is an interesting question
Good.
because
Oh, because you have?
okay, I don't know. I was really, really high one time.
Sure.
Obviously. And look, I think it was just a helicopter, like with a searchlight. But I feel like could have been aliens. We don't know. I was in high school. I was
Yeah.
like, was probably like 15, 16. I used to go get super faded at the park by my mom's house,
Uh-huh.
which is in Eagle Rock, which is like not, it's just like a fucking regular ass little suburb.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like so faded staring at the sky. And I'm pretty sure that it was just some aircraft, but like, I don't know, it was like triangular and
Mm.
like the lights were weird. I didn't see any aliens. So the answer is probably no.
So a UFO, though. You're pretty sure you
Yeah, they're
saw
called
a
UAPs now, but
Really?
unidentified aerial phenomena. Yeah,
Oh,
they are.
Jesus.
I'm
I like
these
love
questions.
nerds, but I am also just like I want to bully you. You know what I mean?
You're allowed to bully me. This is your platform.
No, bullies are bad. Okay. How did we get here?
We met, and then you thought I was like really super cool, and then you invited me on the pod.
Actually, I think what happened was you thought I was really cool. I know, but I didn't invite you on the podcast.
Yeah.
I guess we thought we were both cool. We thought each other were cool.
That's yeah. We thought we both thought we were cool.
What is your dream car?
Hard question. All of these are gonna be very hard because I'm either super decisive or I really am indecisive. Now, I just want something flashy and sporty, but it's gotta be electric, brother.
Sure,
Which is
sure,
hard
sure.
because the electric cars look so fuck ass stupid. Like Dodge came out with an electric car recently.
Yeah.
And it looks like an electric car. I'm like, I want it to look like a Charger.
Right.
I want to have a
thinking,
douchebag car. Like I want to
Yeah.
have an asshole car.
Yeah.
And I want to drive fast, and I want to like, I want to be like fucking Fast and the Furious, but I'm not. But electric. And I want to go zoom, 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 and I want them to be loud.
Yeah.
But it's electric, so it doesn't
Right.
make noise.
Yeah. Just like, not even. Why are you sitting next to me?
Because that's how we're placed in this. That's where the mics are. That's how the is this like also how we got here? Because we already covered that.
Similar. How many lives do we get?
I think as many as you choose.
What?
Well, look, are we talking philosophically? Like, how many times do you get to be a different person? Because you can choose to shift who you are daily. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
as many times as you want, you can change career paths, you can change your friend group, you can change like all of these things about yourself. Are we talking about how many times do you live heart beating continuously and then die? That's crazy. I would never know that. How would I know that? How?
That's crazy. Also, what's crazy is, did you see that chair just move?
I heard it.
Yeah, that chair just moved. There's a chair off screen, off camera that just moved. And
Is this house haunted? Because I do bring out ghosts.
okay,
So sorry,
well, great.
they
I
follow
sleep
me.
here,
I
so-
never see them either. Is the thing. So, like I don't see them, but people around me tend to see ghosts more often. Maybe I've got like pheromones or something that brings out the ghosts.
Your ghost pheromones.
My ghost pheromones, or maybe people are just more likely to see stuff.
What
'cause
is
they-
something you do alone in private that you don't want anyone to know?
I eat a lot of Chinese food, dog. Because the
Nice.
obvious answer is
Nice.
like, oh, I jack off. No,
Yeah.
everybody knows that. We all do it, whatever. Unless you're like super repressed, which like, sorry, bro. Or you're asexual. That's cool too. But
Right,
like,
asexual, yes.
yeah, shout out aces.
Sure.
But no, I eat a lot of Chinese food, and I just like yesterday I had like I ordered dim sum, and I watched, what did I watch last night? Oh, I watch a lot of, those guys that and people know this about me, but I don't really love that it's like common knowledge. The guys that used to be BuzzFeed Unsolved have their own company now,
Oh,
and I
okay.
watch a lot of that, to be real with you.
Cool.
It's
Great.
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Chinese food.
Dim sum. Would you rather be rich and unhappy or poor and happy?
Poor and happy.
Really? You said that
Ooh.
fast.
Okay, well now I have to debate this in my mind, because if I was rich and unhappy, I could give. But do you have to stay unhappy? Do I have to stay unhappy, or can I just be rich and like unhappy and then I can get happy?
This is a great question.
Okay, great. Because I'll choose rich and unhappy, and then I can give a bunch of my money away, and then I'd be happier.
No, that's a really good approach to that. I like that.
Thank you.
Why do you think some people are more conventionally attractive than others?
Because conventional beauty standards highlight certain features that some people have.
Okay.
Are you asking me like why did their specific genes mix in a way that lines up with conventional attractiveness?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Because well, when a mommy and a daddy get together, there are these things called Punnett squares, and if you line up two people's DNA, you get many alternatives for how an individual can come out. And some people come out with a bunch of combinations that make them line up more with conventional attractiveness, and some people get the opposite.
Randomization.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yeah.
This is a funny one for you. Could you be polyamorous?
You know what, dude? The answer recently was like, no. I've met a few people recently who are in these situations, but like I met someone who's like married and open. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? If I get to the point where I'm already like, you are my person forever and ever, but we want to bang it out with other people. And I know that polyamory is not the same as being open. It's not the same as, you know, like maybe, but I'm a really jealous individual. I'm so jealous, and I'm like insecure still. Like I'm deeply insecure. So it's like, it has to be a journey of like, I've never even been in a long-term relationship with a person that's not a situationship. Like I've been in long-term situationships, but I've never been with one person where we're both, you know, like it's just not. So I honestly, I don't even know. I don't know.
I think you got to have a relationship first. Yeah. And then go from there.
Like figure it out. Yeah.
Why do you think some people are meant to be... Okay, let me reword this. Do you think some people are meant to be fat?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know this. This is like science. Your body holds on. Some people's bodies hold on to, and some people's bodies let go of fat cells, like lipids and shit. And this is mostly because of like where you ancestrally were on the equator, you know? Like if you're in a colder area and you're further from the equator, your body is going to hold on to those fat cells to keep you warm. Yeah. It's the same reason that fucking like seals and whales have blubber. It's the same shit. It's just adaptations.
Good perspective.
And guess what? The fat keeps your muscles strong. So, sorry.
How does fat keep your muscles strong?
It protects your muscles.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
So, okay. Yeah. And also when you are using like fast twitch muscles and shit, your body, once you reach past the point of aerobic, there's aerobic and there's anaerobic ATP production in your muscle. Dude, no, I know. We're getting to that. Sorry. And if I explain this wrong, my apologies. It's been a long time since I took AP Bio. But your muscles start to use the fat surrounding the cells for energy. So you can, like, fat people have more, like if you see Olympic weightlifters and shit, they're stocky, bro. Yeah. Like your body just has more energy for those fast twitch muscle fibers when you have readily accessible energy right there.
Interesting.
Because fat is stored energy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just a bunch of stored energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like a cutie little bundle.
Yeah.
Where is somewhere you think everyone should travel?
LA.
Really?
No, don't come here. It sucks. It sucks so bad. Come here if you want to. I mean,
if you want, but really, why? It's trash. It sucks. It's such trash, you guys. Like, it's not.
No,
cute.
It's ass. I think. Okay, here's what I think. I think everybody should hang out by a river sometime.
Oh yeah, I think that's good.
Whatever river you want, obviously, but like
any river.
River. Dude, I'm burping because of the Celsius I chugged. Water. Sorry, and the seltzer water. Yeah. But no, I think that you should go nature, obviously, but like rivers are my favorite version of bodies of water. I just think that, and I read something one time, like I think it was some Taoist poetry, but it was just so, and I think the river is a common metaphor in Eastern philosophy for like watching the river flow. And we like use it in program too. Like you let the river flow and you be a part of it. You let it carry you instead of trying to control the currents of the river. And I just love that. Like, and I stare at rivers and I think about that. And I just think they're such beautiful natural phenomena. I love them.
Cool. Rivers are great.
Rivers are great.
I wish LA had actual good rivers.
Our river's great. What are you talking about?
Our large gutter.
You can kayak that thing. You know that?
Yeah, I do. It's disgusting.
You should do it.
Rose or lavender?
I have to be so honest. I really dislike rose as a scent, and I mean I like smelling fresh roses.
So good for your skin.
I'm sure
like,
it is.
So
no,
good.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Like, but I had a traumatic experience with rose water early on in life. Like as a flavoring, I hate the flavor. It's just so not my style.
Was it in a Middle Eastern dessert?
It was. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
You're welcome, my people.
Dude, no, and it would have been tasty, but like it was tasty, but like
no, I don't like the flavor either.
And I don't like the flavor of lavender. It should be a soap. It's a soap. It's a scent. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't put it in my fucking latte. If you like lavender lattes, go crazy. Every time, I'm like, maybe it'll be different this time. And this is just a me thing. I'm like, maybe it'll be different.
You keep trying.
I keep trying because it sounds so enticing. Like lavender oat milk latte. Yummy.
Yeah, it is yummy. Not for you.
Me.
Not for
I
you.
just taste soap.
Okay.
So, sorry.
Have you ever encountered an angel?
I believe that people are angels, you know, like I encounter angels all the time. And I think that, because I was just going to say my mother's an angel, I think that some people do it at the expense of themselves. Like my mom's an angel, but I can say this because she's never going to watch this. She's never going to find it. She's an angel, but she's fucking crazy. Like, you know, I do experience angels.
I don't think angels would adjust well to Earth.
Oh,
So
like biblical angels? No,
sense.
absolutely.
Well, like any angel.
Yeah, I don't the literal angel like from liturgy. I don't think I've experienced that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do vision boards work?
Never made a vision board. I do have thoughts on this though, because the more
I've never done it, but let me tell you how I feel about it.
Here's how I feel about it, because it's the same thing as like manifesting, right?
Yes.
And like affirmations and shit like that, like lucky girl syndrome. I love that.
Lucky girl syndrome.
Lucky girl syndrome. I don't know too much about lucky girl syndrome. I just know that I've listened to this like lucky girl syndrome like hypnosis track, which is very fun. I love hypnosis tracks. They don't hypnotize me, but they're very soothing.
Yeah.
They're lucky girl syndrome is like, you know, like people who are just born lucky or whatever, just believe they're super lucky and like are lucky because they have that belief, right? The more you focus on something, the more it's going to be in your life, because one, human beings are wired to recognize patterns. It's how we stay alive, right? We are pattern recognizers. And so when you focus on one thing, you find the pattern of that thing. Like if you're like, I'm super lucky, let me show you how I'm lucky, versus I'm super unlucky, let me show you how I'm unlucky.
Right.
You could find anything you want to find because you're looking for the pattern,
Right.
right? Whether or not that exists for you, whatever. And also, the energy you put out is the energy you get back, right? Whether it's like woo-woo vibes or if it's just because people can tell. Like, you're a happy person, you're putting out happy energy, happy people will either be more happy around you, or happier people will gravitate towards you because it's on the same wavelength, right? So that's my thought about vision boards.
That's great.
Thank you.
Where is heaven located?
Now I don't want to offend anybody, but nowhere. I think that you can make the most of your life. I personally don't believe in like an afterlife. I think and like going back to the earlier, how many lives do we get question? How am I supposed to know? Why?
I know. Why would I
Why?
expect my guests to be able to answer this so accurately?
I'm sorry that
I'm not here for
I
accuracy.
haven't reached nirvana,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
escaping samsara. But yeah, I don't believe in it as a place. I also don't believe that if you do a certain amount of good in your life, you get into the place that you're happy forever. You do any bad in your life, you're punished for the rest of eternity. That just doesn't seem like a reality to me. It seems like a control scheme, but that's a whole other topic. I don't know where heaven is located. Where you're happiest, maybe. A river.
A river. What is something you think everyone should try?
Most of the time, most people answer this. I'm gonna guess they say anal.
I was not thinking of that.
I've heard.
now.
Sorry, I've heard the question, and people be like, "Everyone should try anal one time." Do what you're gonna do. I think everyone should try, at least once, something that deeply puts you out of your comfort zone.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. We'll do one more and then our final question. Describe comfort.
Chinese food in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cold rooms, cozy blankets. Yeah. That's where I'm comfortable, dude.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Okay, we have time for one more. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could choose the race you were born as, what would it be?
That's a loaded ass question.
I know.
That is super loaded. We're gonna go for honesty. I would choose to be born Latina.
Oh,
to be real.
Yeah, because you grew up around.
I grew up in fucking Echo Park.
Yeah.
And then I was the only like white kid. I was one of 3 white kids in my whole grade.
Yeah.
And the other white kids were like so good at like interacting with people, and I was raised no TV, right? Book nerd, fucking just so quinoa mom, love her to fucking death, but
yeah.
they like kids were like, I got McDonald's. I was like, I had salmon and wild rice, which is lovely. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also, it's not like fucking
relatable.
It's not relatable. It's also like I never learned. There's no ethnic food that I know how to cook. Like anything that's not like fucking health based. I didn't grow up cooking that.
Yeah.
I know how to cook a lot of things now because I love to cook and I took it upon myself to learn food from other cultures. But like, I don't even know how to make traditional white food like fucking casseroles. I don't know how to make a casserole.
I do. It's so easy. You just pour a bunch of shit together, mix it, and put it in the oven.
Okay, well, and that sounds gross.
Yeah, casseroles are kind of gross, but also sometimes really good.
Yeah.
They're easy.
Okay.
Don't you love easy food? I do.
Yeah, I like complicated dishes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like cooking or washing dishes.
I don't love washing. I can wash dishes if I have the gloves. I have to have gloves.
You have to have gloves.
I got sensory issues. I got to work around those.
A little bit of the tism?
I don't have the tism.
Have you been
I'm ADHD.
checked? Oh, okay.
I've been checked for a lot of stuff, brother.
Just a little neurodivergence. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the final question?
Sounds like you're ready.
I'm ready.
Seems like you've been like really ready this whole time.
Dude, I chugged a Celsius. What are you
just like, let's go. Final question.
Yeah.
For all of my guests. If this were the only surviving audio clip of you left in existence, what do you want people to know?
That one's hard. The finality of that was a lot.
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not
sorry. I know. I think one of the things that I've been focusing on recently is like being yourself is not just like a passive thing, right? Like being true to who you are, being yourself is an active choice. You can't just passively like, oh, I'm going to be me today. You have to make choices that are aligned with who you want to be, like who you admire most, what qualities you admire most about yourself that you want to amplify. Like, I think it's really important to keep that, hold that, and know that that's like for me, I feel best when I make choices that are aligned with my values, my morals, and like how I want to exist and move in the world. I think it's easier to get swept up in and to let yourself be who other people want you to be, take the path of least resistance, all of that. And sometimes that's what you got to do to survive, and that's fine. But I don't think that it makes for a healthy, happy life. You know, I think that sometimes being yourself, you have to make the hard choice. You have to like choose to be like, I have to choose to be a little less easy to love. Sometimes like I have to choose to be like annoying about stuff because it's what I believe in, you know? Yeah, just to not make yourself smaller and easier to deal with because that's how you think you're going to be loved. Like you're going to be loved. You're not going to feel loved unless you're being yourself about it. Right? Like if everybody loves me, but they love me because I'm fitting all of the things that they want. Yeah. Nobody loves me. They love how I'm acting. Right. You know, and I did that for so fucking long. And I still do that sometimes. Like I'm still a people pleaser. And I'm still working through that. But, and it's hard. But we have to actively make these choices and just change how we interact with other people. And how we interact with ourselves and the world around us, you know? Be the change you want to see in the world. Who said that? Somebody. Change.
I think it was Michael Jackson.
Shut the fuck up. It was not Michael Jackson.
Well, you know that song he has? He has a song.
No.
That's like, says something like that. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about him. Anyways.
We didn't have to touch that at all.
I know. There's not time
I condemn wholeheartedly. I just have to say.
Yeah. No, that's good. I used to be a music fan. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here to answer random questions that I think are interesting, at least on some level. Yeah. And we're done.
Well, thank you. Yeah. It was really nice.
Was it fast?
It was fast. It felt really fast, dude.
I know. It felt so fast.
Dude, that was crazy.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and listening, friends. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.